Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to SMSU Esports. I'm Crom McGraw and joining me to cast tonight's Valorant matchup game of SMSU versus Muskingham University is my fellow caster Taffy. Taffy, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty great. It's gonna be a good night tonight. Last night for the regular season, so we're gonna be playing for a potential playoff spot. So it's gonna be a good night.
Yeah, going up against Muskingham University. Muskingham and SMSU both actually have the same exact record right now. So depending on how this match goes and depending on how the other matches in the bracket go, there is the potential for SMSU to get into that playoff spot for the playoff tournament. And that would be a really great look for SMSU with the new esports program. It'd be a really great thing for them to do in their first semester here, and we'll see if they can actually pull that off tonight.
So after the rosters is set, we SMSU actually decided to ban Descent, and then Muskingham picked Bind for the first map. So that means the second map is either going to be Haven or Split, and if it does go to a third, we'll see the one that wasn't played then.
Yeah, SMSU having a rough time on Ascent. Not last week because their matchup for last week dropped out of the bracket, but 2 weeks ago. Didn't really look like they knew how to exactly rotate and efficiently take that mid control that is so important when playing Ascent.
Yeah.
But Bind for SMSU, we've seen some fair success from SMSU on Bind. A lot stronger rotations.
Definitely a lot more reps in on that map. And I think it's actually probably considered their best map since I think it's been played in every single series that they've played. So, I'm a little curious though because we did have the week off because the one team was dropped out. So I want to know if that kind of comes into a factor with how, if they have some cobwebs on or not.
Yeah, definitely having that week break of when you're getting into this into the new esports program, you're getting a lot of new players that might not necessarily have as much experience consistently playing competitively, and to have that week break could really throw them off. If they took that week and they, took that match time and really practiced and, got some more reps in on some of the maps that they're a little weaker at, focused on their lineups and their skill placements for some of their characters, that could really help them. But if they didn't take that time and utilize it, it could really hurt them because it could throw them out of the competitive mindset.
Yes, I definitely agree. So as we see, wow, we're already in the buy phase, and here we go. Bind's our first map with SMSU on defense. So let's see what we got here. So we have a Brimstone coming out. That's I don't think I've seen a Brimstone come out from SMSU yet.
Yeah, seeing Jafro switch and pick that Brimstone instead of the Omen. I don't know how I feel about that pick. I feel like Omen has a lot more utility and especially economic utility than the Brimstone has, especially with those recharging smokes.
And plus with Omen, he's useful on attack and defense. With Brim, he's a little more sided towards the defense. So here we go. We are off as round one, map one takes place. And we see a good mid push coming from the attack inside.
Muskingham taking bomb, B long here. SMSU with a 3-stack on A, although already Jafro on Brim rotating from SMSU on to B.
Here we go, and as they're pushing onto site with Elbow actually smoked off, and they pick off at Dark Crystal right off the bat.
Big satchel coming out there from Muskingham's Rays.
Muskingham takes another with Phoenix, getting the bomb planted. Now Waffle finally answers back, and
Sage for SMSU coming in here from Hookah. See if he can pick something up here.
Clean round one from SMSU. Clean retake.
Big pistol round there for SMSU, and their Sage here is going to get the bomb defuse and get that little bit of extra alt charge to hopefully take that into the next rounds and keep that snowball coming from the first pistol round here. We'll see what Muskingham can do here and see if they can take that momentum off of SMSU and win this round, although coming off of a pistol round win, that's going to be very hard to do.
I definitely was very worried at the start of that round with how Muskingham kind of just forced themselves on site and took it extremely clean, but the retake from SMSU was very strong, so that was great to see. That's a lot of improvement from the last times we've seen SMSU.
Be interesting to see here on this save pistol round for Muskingham whether they're going to full stack and try and do a full push here. It doesn't look like they will with how they're positioned on the minimap, with 2 players from Muskingham going B long and having the other 3 stack in mid, looking like they're going to push Hookah. Flash comes out here for Phoenix.
Okay, and a good utility use from Killjoy, trying to delay them a little bit, maybe get some extra damage.
Muskingham not quite fully committing to the site yet, with a 2-man rotation coming out from SMSU. Just Sage here
big
from
and
SMSU.
It's equal size. It's a push on site. Raze pops over.
Sage is going to take the teleport. Going to come through Hookah here. Spike is down in a 2v3 situation here for SMSU, though Sova is very hurt for Muskingham.
Can they retake like they just did? Here we go. Sage and Hookah. This is a good
Sage
split
looking
coming
for
up.
some shots.
Spike
Has the
planted.
Marshall. Gonna look for a peek.
Oh,
Misses
just
the
missed.
shot.
They know where Sage is, but they don't know where Brim is yet. And actually, Jaffro picks off one, making it 2v2.
Remaining.
2v1.
One.
Here it is, 1v1
Phoenix is very
situation.
hurt. See if Sage can take it.
Flash coming. Oh, from the wall. Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
Sage.
Muskingham just barely clutching that with their Phoenix there, throwing down the wall, and Sage from SMSU not knowing where to spray and where to hit that Muskingham player.
It definitely was a disadvantage for Sage due to the fact that she only had a Marshall compared to the Stinger. And, the fire rate really does kind of come into play there.
Looks like a full buy coming out here from Muskingham. A really...
Almost a full buy from SMSU too, except for Dark Crystal actually buying
But-
a Stinger.
The economy for Muskingham is much stronger here than SMSU's here. Especially with that bomb plant that they've gotten down 2 bomb plants. It's going to give their economy a lot stronger. If SMSU doesn't win this round, they're going to be very much hurting in the economy department.
Looks like the Recon Bolt gets some information for SMSU as there's actually a 3-stack on a site. And then actually, if you look at the mini-map, we have 2 players sneaking over towards B.
Muskingham deciding to leave Spike in mid, not committing to either bomb site here before they have that information. The Killjoy utility. Oh, big kill coming out there from Killjoy onto Muskingham, putting them into a advantageous 5v4 situation.
All the players are seeming to push up and leaving that bomb behind. This might become really
Raise here
dicey.
sees SMSU Sova
Sova running and gunning.
not getting any shots onto him.
Oh, good shot off a waffle. Good
Big
shot
2
Jaffa,
picks
too.
coming out from SMSU.
Player remaining.
Another 3rd pick. Omen, the only one alive, doesn't even have Spike. Goes to go pick it up. SMSU's Sage looking to hunt here. See if he'll pick him off.
Caught with a knife out
Oh, big pick there coming out from Muskingham's Omen, putting himself into a 3v1 situation. We'll have to see if he decides to try and make a big play here or if he decides to try and save. Looks like he might try to push Hookah here to try and get the bomb plant down. We'll see if he sees SMSU's
30
Killjoy.
seconds left.
Oh,
though. Killjoy might get. There we
oh,
go.
and SMSU's Killjoy managed to take him out with another big win there for SMSU.
That is great for SMSU because Muskingham does not have a good losing loss bonus.
Yes.
Because they just won second round 2. And actually, if you look at the economy sides of things, SMSU using a lot stronger, only losing 2 guns in that last round compared to Muskingham losing everything.
Even with a full buy coming out here from SMSU, their economy nearly completely rivals that of Muskingham, which is massive. Muskingham didn't manage to get the spike plant down that game, or that round anyways, and that really hurt them. It's interesting that they decided to leave it mid there. Looks like they're going to go for this 3-2 split onto B again.
And Phoenix already has his ult, so he can use that to pop on site and get some information for his team.
I'm surprised to see that Sova here is the one with bomb pushing that B long. Killjoy's just kind of sitting there in that angle. SMSU not doing as nearly quick of a rotate. The fireball coming out here from SMSU from Phoenix into Hookah.
Good picks coming in, trades, and both teams.
Good trade there. SMSU not as fast on the rotation here. Sova hanging out on A site for SMSU, though on bind you have to do that with the teleporters with those fast rotations.
Oh my god, a cheeky kill off of someone on site. SMSU needs to learn that they can still jump on top of that mid container because it seems like
Spike
Muskingham
planted.
just constantly jumps on top of that to get a free pick every time they run on site.
Really strong Cypher cam coming out here from Muskingham, just really looking into that beat rotation side from SMSU spawn. Smoke coming out from SMSU's Brim. Cypher's gonna jump down. They pick him up.
2v1 on site.
2v1
There it is!
Big round win there for SMSU. Gonna get the defuse there and get the little bit of extra ult charge onto Waffle.
That is
And
great to see.
SMSU with 4 ults ready, and same for Muskingham. With the only ones not ready is Killjoy and Raze for Muskingham.
You know, that's actually the first time we've seen a Raze too come out from, I think, either side on out of every competition. So that's actually kind of neat. But the sad thing is, the Raze is bottom fragging currently. So let's see how this goes in these next coming rounds.
Yeah, I was interested to see how that would go for them. They got a really cheeky satchel kill in their first pistol round there, but they weren't able to convert it into the win. SMSU in a 3-1 advantageous situation here, and their economy is about even with that second loss bonus coming out for Muskingham, but SMSU with the 3 stack on A, 2 on B.
Leaving bomb again back in market. That's an interesting play.
Interesting strat here.
Especially since everyone's so pushed up. This is going to waste a lot of time for Muskingham. Especially since Big Zoomer gets the first pick off of Hookah. And 3 clean picks coming in before even Muskingham can get a response in.
4v2 situation here for Muskingham, and they don't have anybody near that bomb if they even wanted to get the chance to get a...
There it is, and Wookie takes off, actually holds A side by himself.
Sova for Muskingham actually on B site, but he doesn't have spike, so he can't get down that plant to help their economy.
This is going to be dangerous.
He's looking for a lurk here. He's going to manage to pick up 2 SMSU players.
Caught both of them.
But he still doesn't have spike with 45 seconds left. He's going to recon dart, see if he can't take that out. But he still has
actually a res off. That's good. Now it's a 3v1.
Big res coming out there from SMSU.
And then a rotate. Oh, no.
Big kill coming from the teleporter there.
30 seconds
Sova
left.
for Muskingham's going to hear that. Left. But does Muskingham Sova have enough time to get the spike and get a plant down? SMSU is deciding to split Sage onto A and Brim onto B. A smart play by them.
Brim is just kind of sitting back a little bit, though, waiting to see if Sage doesn't help. Now, time is running out. Sage needs to play time.
10 seconds
just
left.
put pressure on.
No!
Sage gets picked by Sova. Brim has to get over here. He's going to get bomb plant down. Ult coming out! Ult coming out from Brimstone on SMSU. Managed to
very risky round from SMSU.
Spike out. Oh, and preventing the bomb plant for Muskingham. That is a massive play by Brimstone on SMSU's side.
Way too close for comfort, though, for SMSU. That costed them 2 ults in that round. That's just...
And the damage to their economy there with Sova taking out 3 or 4 members? It was 3 members initially, and then a revived member, too. So the amount of damage that's going to do to SMSU's economy...
And you see Dark Crystal only has a stinger right now.
Had SMSU managed to just cleanly pick that up, they would be in a very, very powerful situation. But
it did not help that the Killjoy and the Phoenix were just pushed up too far. You can't have 2 people pushing a mid like that when it's a 4v1.
And also watching the same angle.
Exactly. You need someone to actually help in that situation, and that was almost poorly done from SMSU. That almost costed them dearly. Muskingham actually getting aggressive with the wall.
Muskingham choosing not to leave the spike mid this time.
See how they play this.
Quick rotate coming out here from SMSU's Phoenix.
Omen watching the flank. That's smart on their part.
A smart play here by SMSU choosing to leave that Killjoy on B site with her utility.
Using the ult and getting a pick off of it. But SMSU answering back with 2 of their own. Now here we go. And it's actually only 2 SMSU players on A site. Killjoy still sitting on B. Hasn't rotated over even though most of his team is already gone.
But on Bind you almost have to do that, especially with these teleporters.
Big kill from Phoenix. And it's a 1v3 on A site. See what happens here. Push out. There it is.
Big kill coming out there for SMSU.
That is a round you definitely want to see, especially what happened in the last one. They gotta keep their composure still going.
But the lost one is coming out here in strength for Muskingham. Putting their economy not quite on the level of SMSU with their wins here. SMSU's economy still having the advantage, but allowing Muskingham to at least stay in the game with a half buy coming out here for them, as opposed to SMSU's full buy with the op on Wookie.
You know, I'd almost like to see Killjoy move that alarm bot, because if you saw last time, when Phoenix pushed through Hookah, he pre-fired that alarm bot. See, so they know it's going to be there and be expecting it. But I don't know if they're going to be expecting Big Zoomer sitting in Hookah, though. Here we go.
Really cheeky spot. Keeping that alarm bot there for the cheese. Oh, but they're going to see him.
It's 1, 2.
Two kills coming out there from Big Zoomer, getting a 1-for-2 trade, putting SMSU in that power position.
In my opinion, a premature Killjoy coming out, after especially getting only 2 kills out of a Hookah. That's calling for actually the rotate from the looks of it.
Yeah, with the powerful commit there from Muskingham, I don't think that Killjoy ult was necessary. They knew that they were pushing onto that site, although clearing the site, though advantageous, leaves SMSU with this 3 stack on B and 1 on A. And if the quick rotate doesn't come out here from SMSU and they hang out on that B site too long, it leaves their Sova in a very powerful,
we have a Sage actually rotating back to we have Sage rotating actually onto A site. And
And
Waffle gets a quick 2-piece, protecting A site with his life. That was a huge kills coming in from Waffle. Amazing job from him. They lined up perfectly for him.
Omen picks up the spike here.
Seconds left.
But he gets
revealed. He didn't wait long enough, and now he's trying to rotate out again, but he does have his ultimate. So
Just as the Stinger decides not to pick up, does pick up the Phantom. Is going to get picked off by Waffle. Big plays coming out there from SMSU's Sova.
That's
Waffle
what you
there.
like to see. Yeah, you know, they lined up perfectly for him. I mean, like, they just sat there and just gave it to him.
Now we have to see if Muskingham can use this 4 alts versus SMSU's 1 to take this round. With the full buy coming out from Muskingham, it will hurt them if they lose this, but with as many rounds as they've lost, their loss bonus is so strong right now that even if they lose this, the Force is the smart play.
You see, if you actually see, Wookie is bringing out the op, and actually has a good enough economy due to the fact that he lived last round, that if they lose this round, hypothetically, I think he could buy another op the next round.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, they're pre-firing that alarm bot constantly. They already know where it's going to be. You'd like to see him move it, honestly. There we go. Looks like I commit to B side, but
Big
two SMSU
trade
players
coming
getting
out
2
for
kills
SMSU.
right off the bat. And a third before Muskingham can actually answer back.
Spike down for Muskingham
player
here.
remaining.
Another kill coming out onto Phoenix. Now in a 4v1 situation. Cypher for Muskingham is incredibly hurt.
And they know where he is. SMSU's hunting for him, trying to gun him down.
Cypher just trying to get a cheeky headshot
Killjoy getting
onto
a
some
little aggressive.
SMSU players.
The jumping shot coming out of Killjoy to finish off the round. 7-1 as we go into this. This is looking at a strong half from SMSU. This is a great lead. This is what you want to see and what we've been waiting to see from SMSU all season long.
Absolutely. Finally putting them in the position where their economy is really strong enough where they can take that op and use it and abuse it. Even with the nerfs coming out onto the op, making it cost more and making it a lot less effective when moving, it's still a really, really strong gun for holding those strong angles.
You know, this is great to see from SMSU. I'm so excited. This is amazing. Let's see if we can keep this going.
Yeah, and see if that alarm bot from SMSU's Killjoy, even though they are pre-firing that position,
I mean, still,
It
and that ult
gives-
coming out though, taking out Dark Crystal. Sova ult coming out early round. It doesn't even matter where any of his stuff is because
a
Killjoy's
weird
dead.
push from SMSU Sova here, looking for that lurk, but if Muskingham commits to this site, it puts some of the SMSU players in a really out of position.
Wookie taking one though, and Hookah with the op, and Phoenix messing up on his fireball. That's gonna be huge for SMSU.
Got the firewall. But
Rage used
Sova,
her ult.
SMSU Sova takes the teleporter. He's going to come into Hookah and going to have that full flank onto now 3 members of Muskingham's team.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, the stare down.
Smoke goes down.
Oh, manages
too
to
low.
take out in a 3v2 situation now for SMSU.
They know where he is. They know where at least one of the SMSU players.
One player
They know the
remaining.
third one's in there too. Wookie gets one, but it gets traded. It's a 1v2 situation. They know where he is now. Great kill!
Big kill coming out there for Jaffro for SMSU, putting them into the
Pick up the op.
8-1 round lead
There
here
it is.
in
Yeah.
game 1 on Bind.
Want to make sure they grab the op. That's great to see.
SMSU's economy is just a powerhouse right now, absolutely steamrolling that consistent loss bonus of Muskingham's team. Haven't seen a save round come out from Muskingham when they really should be taking one.
You know, at some points, with some of the economy, at some points, you really don't think they even need to. They're just getting constantly steamrolled. I mean, it's every round they come at. It's SMSU is keeping at least 2 people alive, which is amazing. I think only one round we've only seen 1 person alive.
Early maul coming out there from SMSU's Jaffro Brimstone into bathrooms on A site.
Wookie has the res, so this could actually come benefit for SMSU, but against 3 ults from Muskingham. We haven't seen Ullman use his ult. He's been holding on to it for I think like 4 or 5 rounds at this point. Oh, Phoenix using his ult, popping out, flash out, getting information, catching Wookie.
Gets 1 kill.
Almost was a spray train. And actually, Raze gets a second kill. This is looking like a clean round, actually. 2v5 already. Clean push onto site, and now
On plant going down here for Muskingham.
Spike
Doing a split
planted.
through onto heaven. That's a big kill on site. Can he get one more though? He needs to. He does have his ult now. Speaking of that,
Phoenix ult going to come out from
One
SMSU.
long.
Big kill coming out from SMSU's Killjoy.
2v3. Doing
Gets
damage.
the information.
2 of Muskingham players are very low. Only one.
Player remaining.
Now can Killjoy
Alodro
do it?
coming out here.
where she was, though.
A
Sad.
hard loss there for SMSU, but really not going to hurt their economy that much.
It almost brought it back, too, with 2 players being just 1 shot. All I really worry about that was that raise, but just couldn't hold on. I actually look at the kill counts. Both of the top 2 players on SMSU's team have more kills than Muskingham's. And that 3 and 10 from the Omen is really hurting Muskington. So, let's see. It looks like another 8 push. I mean, they won the round because of it, so.
Yeah, Muskingham opting not in these later rounds to throw their bomb mid and then try and push up and get some trades. I don't think that strat's necessarily a bad idea, but you have to get the trading. You have to keep players back by that bomb so you can execute the quick rotation, which they were not doing.
Oh no, they were taking so long to do it. I mean, if that round when the Sova was still alive, they would have won that round if the bomb was in the middle.
The powerful wall coming out there from SMSU Sage, really forcing Muskingham to adapt and cutting off
all the utility being used by SMSU though. They haven't fully committed yet, but yet we've already seen a molly, a slow, and a wall. But now Muskingham is actually using their owl drone.
SMSU not rotating their players yet off of either site, keeping their 3 stack on A. Now Killjoy actually rotating over onto A site. Would have actually liked to see...
coming in from Muskingham though. Looks like a 1v3 probably from B side. Actually, Killjoy turning around now due to that bot being triggered.
Muskingham doing exactly what they needed to, baiting out the utility from SMSU at A site and then rotating over quickly to B.
This is where you like to see that Killjoy though. This is perfect coming out from Dark Crystal.
Powerful Killjoy alt denial and a 2 trade coming out for SMSU. Big play for SMSU.
Finally, Muskingham actually answering back and getting 1 kill off of it. That was a great time from SMSU. Great use of his ult, and now look at that.
10 seconds left.
I know where he is. They're hunting him, and they get him for 9-2. That was a great use from Killjoy's ult. I mean, without that, Muskingham might have actually turned the tides on that round.
Yeah, that ult coming out from SMSU's Dark Crystal completely shut down Muskingham's counter rotation onto B after they baited out all of that utility from SMSU. An incredibly good use of that ult and just maintaining SMSU's momentum here.
And here we go, last round of the half. Now, if we see SMSU win this round, it's going to be a 10-2, and then it's almost a 13.
Yeah, if SMSU can take this round and then they take pistol round, it is almost a guaranteed game for them.
Oh, actually, the utility coming out from SMSU, and an actually cheeky push coming in from Phoenix, but now he's backing off. Hopefully. There it is. Get rid of the bot, they flash up. Actually, if they get the first pick of the round, Muskingham gets the first pick of the round. I haven't seen that in a while. And a second. And here we go. They're pushing aggressively on
Sage for SMSU, though. Pushing in here through Hookah. Will Muskingham know that she's there?
Waffle Via picks up 1.
Doesn't see any players. Sees Raze, takes Raze out.
Great shot.
Doesn't check the right angle.
Up
on Waffle.
Waffle takes out the... Oh, perfect. Might actually get
big ult coming out here from
he's
Waffle.
Chase him down. Little bit over. Come on, a little bit over. No.
Barely misses Muskingham's Phoenix there.
Phoenix actually healing using his fire, and now they're answering.
Counter ult coming over here from the other side.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's one you don't want to see them lose, but it's okay. They do have the 6-round lead going into the half.
Yeah. Big win coming out there from Muskingham, though. Gives them a little bit of breathing room, even if they do lose this pistol round. If they can win the consecutive round, even if they lose it, they'll give themselves a really good economy to actually force some stuff onto SMSU. Though SMSU, now on attacker side, has the economy advantage of being able to get that bomb plant down and really giving them that force in the round. If you're not able to utilize that extra economy you get as attackers, it can be hard on some maps to really pull out that defensive stop.
This is the best we've seen SMSU all year. I'm loving this.
Yeah, you know that 1 week of competition they didn't get last week? No cobwebs here.
I guess not. I stand corrected, and I'm happy they are proving me wrong right now. Let's just see if they can keep the momentum going into the attackers side. So as we see, SMSU is kind of lurking towards this A side. Not fully committed yet, but they're trying to get as much information as they can before they decide on what to
I
do.
really like the slow play from SMSU coming out here. The smoke's coming down from SMSU's Jaffro. Molly comes out.
Oh, Ray's actually answering back with her satchels. That's weird to use as aggressive, I guess. But and Wookie gets the first pick. Oh, they're fine. And then this
Big kill coming out from Jaffro. 5v3 situation for
For
SMSU.
the bomb plant. There it is. The bomb is going down. But they have another player in the they need to worry about.
SMSU setting up a crossfire here.
And the trade is there. But then counter trade from heaven. Oh,
Jaffro low on health here is going to repeat this
SMSU
possibly.
players.
One
Oh,
enemy remaining.
barely gets saved.
Great job from Jaffro holding on with his dear life. Is he going to get the bomb plant, though? That'd be big.
Oh,
just missed it.
Barely misses the bomb plant there for SMSU. But now up in a 10-3 round lead over Muskingham and with a pistol round win.
So, and we're actually looking at a force buy coming up from SMSU, trying to kind of cement Muskingham and kind of destroy any hope they have left of coming back. I like it.
Those Stingers very powerful up against
Classics, no armor? Ooh.
But if you're up against Classics, no armor, why not just buy the Ghost?
Yeah, you're right. But I guess this is a good way to cement it and kind of get that easy round win, hopefully.
Muskingham not quite getting the chance to utilize their Cypher here on defense the way that SMSU is utilizing their Killjoy's utility.
Cypher's cameo was taken out already by Big Zoomer.
Cyber Cage for Cypher is just chilling there in hookah.
Looking like actually a rotate coming out from SMSU.
Though Spike is still on Sage and Sova on B long.
It looks like they're trying to push as much utility.
But
Fake,
if SMSU can fake this A side and get a rotation out, if they're going to try and do that, though, Waffle is too pushed up here. Although they have the teleport. The teleport comes out here for
they're catching him on the
SMSU.
rotate. SMSU's pushing onto A. Omen and Phoenix are rotating off as soon as they're pushing on.
Oh, and the big kill coming out there from Dark Crystal,
And
putting
Omen misses
SMSU into a
flash,
5v4 situation.
Pushing into
He's
his
gonna
spawn.
he's gonna chill.
One.
Gets another. Gets another.
There.
Big three-piece coming out there from SMSU's Dark Crystal.
Giving SMSU time to set up, and Big Zoomer is hungry. But Raze takes another.
3v2 situation.
They know
Stingers
where
versus
one is.
Classics.
I see they know where two
What
are, at
can
least.
Muskingham do?
Omen teleports on his side, but that wall is really going to hurt him.
Wall is powerful. Paranoia comes out here from...
Raze takes a third one down. Now it's Stinger versus Stinger.
One
Who can win?
enemy
And Jaffro
remaining.
gets one. Who gets caught looking the wrong way?
Oh,
Wookie back and
and
gets the kill.
The clutch coming out from Wookie there. SMSU's alt charge is looking very strong there, though Raze is one kill or one orb away from getting her alt. Full buys coming out from both teams. If you're Muskingham, you have to do this right now. You have to win this round. If you do not, you do not have the economy to do anything up against SMSU, especially after 2 wins coming out here in the first 2 rounds of this half.
Oh, wow. This is exciting.
This is good value. This is what we want to see from SMSU. Would like to see a little bit more resistance coming out here from Muskingham, though maybe Bind is not particularly their map. We will have to see.
I'm okay with the less assistant. This is their pick. This is actually Muskingham's map pick. So if this might be it too low, hopefully. But Dark Crystal getting the first pick. Just cause, and then
4v3 situation.
They're trying to push aggressive on the B side and trying to get that one more. But actually, if you look at A side real quick, Killjoy's pushed really far up without knowing Omen's behind her. Are they going to be able to kind of see without seeing each other?
3v2 situation,
remaining.
3v1 situation. Omen is the last Muskingham individual left, and he's on A site, and he has to now rotate through teleporter. Will
That's a
SMSU
position away.
hear that? Throws out the paranoia, doesn't get anybody,
The bot does a little bit of tick damage to him, dropping him 8 shield, 3 health.
and gives SMSU that knowledge of where he's at. Nanoswarm grenade comes out from SMSU's Killjoy.
Versa gets one. He gets the second pick. This is going to be really interesting for
Another Nanoswarm grenade coming out from Killjoy. Doesn't get him.
He's looking towards elbow, but
Oh no, the
Phoenix is
early pre-fire coming out from SMSU's Phoenix.
he's going to have to challenge at this point. Oh, big tap onto him. 14 health with 1 shot now. And SMSU just needs to play time. Hide in your positions and play time as the teleport's on the side. Big Zoomer gets him. Do or die time for Muskingham. It is match point.
Match point.
Killjoy 1 orb away from her ult too, so This is looking deadly.
2 ults for SMSU, 1 for
Look at that force
Muskingham.
supply coming out from Muskingham. Only 1 assault rifle, an LMG, 3 SMGs.
Well,
Oof.
yeah. See if Naps here can do something with that Vandal. Highest fragger on his team right now, just followed by Opic on Phoenix. Not nearly doing enough to stop this SMSU team right now here on Bind.
I mean, if you look at SMSU's team, our second to last fragger is tied for kills as their top fragger. Jaffro getting 1 cheeky pickup already. And the wall coming down, the wall plant, but the bank shot coming in from Raze is gonna do some damage. Actually get Wookie, and then the ult. Finally getting the response.
4v3 situation here.
Flash coming up from Omen misses. Smoke coming down on
Plant
bomb.
coming out here
Spike
from
planted.
Phoenix. 3v3 situation with Sage Wall down to cover that plant spot.
They got the
Oh, Dark Crystal doesn't see,
And
but
he
he
gets the
gets
flick!
the flick on him.
And they find him, and that's all she wrote.
Attackers win.
Map 1 is done. SMSU takes the win 13-3 on Mustingham's map vote, by the way. So let's see. Now we go into map number 2. What do you think be Haven or Split? So that we're gonna take a quick break real quick while we get ready for the second map. So
Thank you for tuning into SMSU Esports. We will be right back here very quickly. Welcome back here to SMSU Esports. It is Kron McGraw here with Taffy here for Map 2.
Love it. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. I'm happy as all get out. I mean, here we go. We got Split coming out, which we haven't really seen, and it's definitely more defender heavy. Then again, all kind of maps are in Valorant.
Yeah, with the economy advantage going to the attackers, being able to get that bomb plant down, being able to get that extra 1,500 credits. But obviously, when you're playing a game like Valorant and you have to push into a whole bunch of people that get to set up their utility, like on a Cypher, like on a Killjoy, it gives them a lot more ability to set themselves up and put themselves in advantageous positions and force you to push into those situations.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. And I honestly, have we seen Split in the weeks we played?
Um,
I don't think we.
I believe we've seen it once. We saw it versus Purdue, and it was a really, really hard loss. It was actually the map that we saw all of the shenanigans, as there were 2 disconnects in the final 2 rounds of the map.
I think that was Haven. That was Haven.
Oh, yes, it was Haven.
Because we had Omen in the back dropping 20 shorties. So.
Yeah. It was a good memeable moment, but
This goes here.
Here we go. We have SMSU on defense.
That's
And we're looking at 1 ghost coming out from SMSU, but 3 coming out with oh, and we have a Reyna on Nap and on the other on attacking side.
SMSU deciding to trade in their Brimstone for an Omen and bring out the Cypher here instead of Sova.
And then we have we have a. I'm actually really serious how the Reyna plays. I think Reyna's very susceptible in all sorts of different creations. Because you pop out with Reyna, there's no stopping her. So here we go. Actually, a mid push. Oh my, hard mid push again. And they're trying to actually get that first pick. Fireball. And then Big Zoomer actually gets him.
Phoenix on Phoenix duel there in mid. SMSU's Phoenix picking him up.
Raze though getting the trade off of Phoenix in heaven. And then Wookie actually back taking out Reyna. Throwing out the C4. I don't agree with that, to be honest. Usually don't people use Reyna. Oh, here we go.
One
But
enemy
Raze
remaining.
answering back and
Yeah,
strong round.
Using that satchel charge to do damage to players instead of trying to clear out this double utility from SMSU on their Killjoy and Cypher is not necessarily optimal coming out from Muskingham. Though a 3v1 situation for them, so hard to argue that.
Yeah, and then there's also the walking through that smoke gets the blind, so the game definitely gives the attacker the upper hand. So a clean take from Muskingham. So 3 players left alive with the Raze starting to come alive actually, getting 3 kills in the first round. So here we have a 4 spy coming out looking like from Muskingham. So.
A very frag heavy comp for Muskingham here. Very much an attacker side favored composition with the Omen, with the Raze, especially with the Raze, Reyna, and Phoenix.
Very true, and that's why I think they're playing really heavy mid, is trying to put as much pressure onto these defenders as they possibly can. I mean, look at Phoenix, he's already up through. Getting right up on there and getting 1 flashing in.
Flash coming out.
Fireball
Doesn't get the second pick.
going to ropes.
Firewall's coming out.
Sage is kind of already in ropes.
Really aggressive. This smoke is going to drop. Doesn't pick him.
Reyna, and
Oh! Powerful wall coming out from SMSU. Sage gets a pickup, and it's a 4v3 situation in favor of Muskingham right now.
Actually, and 2 defenders of SMSU are backing up to do that boom bot because Phoenix, if you look, actually has
very hard rotation here though for SMSU to get onto this B site on Split. Not as easy as it is on.
This is practically a 4v1 with how low Phoenix is. I mean, he's actually getting
One enemy remaining.
And clean round from Muskingham.
Muskingham taking the second round after their pistol round win. Hard round there for SMSU, but they will have the economy here to full buy. Full buys likely coming out from both teams. Though maybe that Spectre sticking on Muskingham. Well, actually 3 Spectres coming out here for Muskingham, deciding not to completely break their economy.
If you look at the Omen has 4,300 credits left, and actually I think Afro's the only reason why Afro's not able to full buy is due to the fact he bought the Ghost in the first round.
SMSU's economy here is very hurt, and if they lose this round, it's going to be hard. But they have that loss bonus coming for them if they do lose this for the 3rd one, so it's not necessarily the bad idea to push.
another aggressive quick push on the mid from Muskingham. And they know where Phoenix is, not just trying to gun him down, trying to run, and they wall bang him. Raze is really coming alive this game. Watching for the flanks and looking like they're going to be more pushing towards A through ropes from into heaven. The wall coming off to completely stop that.
Really weird rotation coming out here from SMSU. They don't really know what to do. The alarm bot for Killjoy is on A side.
Good kill off of Jaffa. Afro can't get one. Wookie gets another. Trades are just constantly coming in a 2v3 scenario right now. Spike is down. Coming with a fake teleport, trying to throw him off. Oh, get him. Gets one. 2 seconds. It does damage to the second, so 1v2. That Phoenix is very low. Try and get the pick off of it. Tries to use
There's the nano swarm
as a molly. Pushed out. It's playing COD. Gets one. Alright.
But Phoenix for Muskingham, very low, but able to
30 seconds.
heal
Rotating
himself.
onto,
But the alarm bot is going to pick him up. Killjoy is going to know he's there. Does he know how to do the quick rotation here on...
Here we go. He's going through rope for him onto heaven. He's going to have this advantage, but
Spike planted.
Get that bomb plant down and get the fireball down for the heal.
the only thing that really Dark Crystal is going for him is he has 13 shields left. Does he know where he's going to be, where to look? He's got to clear out a bunch of angles. He's going to be leaning towards the right way.
Both pushing opposite directions. Sees the bomb plant down. Looks for him.
Wow, they're playing right here.
Has to know he's there.
This is insane.
Is he gonna fake bomb plant? Fake defuse.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, you just saw him. Get off the bomb. Whoa, strong coming.
A hard decision there for Dark Crystal to make. Doesn't quite make the exact right one he needs to. But SMSU only down here by 3 rounds. They have the loss bonus going for them. Looks like they're gonna do a half buy here with half shields and stingers, well, and 1 Spectre, with the full buy and full shields, with a really strong economy coming out from Muskingham.
Really, you really need to win this round. I mean, it's looking like you won't if you just look at utility-wise, but you need.
What
if
I'd like to see,
you need this round.
I'd like to see SMSU put Cypher or Killjoy mid and use that utility to at least slow down this really hard push that's coming out from Muskingham. They're deciding to keep that utility on A and B, and if Muskingham keeps doing this mid push and taking control like they are, it's going to hurt them. Wookie in this cheeky lurk gets
Wookie, there you go.
and that's spike down in mid for SMSU with the wall from Wookie.
But Omen's hopping over the box to get Wookie real quick. That's it's still though 3v4 scenario.
4v3 situation.
Oh, Trade's coming in. Still,
Zimmer
SMSU
doesn't
has numbers.
quite get Omen.
2v1. Omen and Cypher need to play together.
Paranoia coming out there from Omen, though they don't push with it.
They know where Spike is. You just need to play time if you're SMSU.
If SMSU,
Play
if
the
you're here,
trades.
if you're here as SMSU, you really just try and set up a crossfire here on that spike.
Oh, can't
See what you can do.
Can't fake it
My eyes
out.
are
Trying to
down.
bait out a
I
shot.
have retrieved
Cypher
the
knows there.
spike.
Picks up the spike. Will SMSU pick up on that?
They see
Gonna
it.
try and bait them out.
Doing a little damage here and there.
Cage
This is
triggered.
Cage comes out from Cypher.
Owen pushing out.
Oh, and the
Great
big
round.
pickup.
Thrifty coming out from SMSU. And for our viewers at home, thrifty means that when the team that wins the round spent less than the round than the team that lost. So it's a huge round for economy-wise coming out from SMSU. And actually, if you look at the ults too, significantly less. It's a significantly less paid round
This
than
goes here.
the other team.
Yeah,
As-
the full buy coming out from Muskingham there, and the half buy with stingers coming out from SMSU and half shields.
I think it's on average about 2,000. If you actually look right now, Wookie actually looked like he might be saving up for the op. Because he only has a sheriff right now, but full of shields, but he might be playing for the op play.
With several 4-digit numbers on SMSU's team versus the 2 on Muskingham.
Breaks on the wall and actually does some damage to him.
Really enjoying this adaptation by SMSU, putting that Sage Wall
Oh,
mid
could
to
not get the kill on the
shut
previous, though.
down this hard mid push from Muskingham.
Jaffro picking up one though. As he goes. And then Afro shooting through the firewall. Oh no, never mind, sorry.
Killjoy coming out here to really flush that mid out.
Jaffro was actually on the flank.
Joke's over.
Through middle.
You're dead.
One enemy remaining.
They see you right, Jaffro. There you go.
Oh, big round win coming out there from SMSU, almost
There.
equalizing these rounds with with only down 1 round now, 3-2.
Gotta break
With
that
Muskingham
economy still,
up.
though. I mean, they're almost there. I think it's moving more towards a half buy coming out from Muskingham, but Actually, op coming out from Wookie. He got what he wanted now, so but we have to keep that op in at least for 2 to 3 rounds.
See
To make it
what
worth
type
it.
of buy we see here from Muskingham. If you're Muskingham here, I think you have buy because you have that loss bonus going for you. So if you win this round, you really take a hit to SMSU's economy. And if you lose, well, you didn't full buy.
Oh,
You didn't break your economy.
And the thing is, if you actually look at the mini map right now, they're kind of drifting away from that that mid push. They're actually 3-stack on A.
As SMSU adapts to it.
Dark Crystal pushing out very aggressively. Probably getting too comfortable with that. Because that grenade's doing that damage. Raze gets a clean pick onto Dark Crystal in heaven.
SMSU with 3 sort of mid here. Sage looking like she's going to try and rotate via ropes. With the slow coming out.
Big plays.
Jaffro pushing into 3 Muskingham players. Picks one up. Gets taken out by the Muskingham Omen.
They have sight control, Muskingham does, but you know, Wookie's trying to find something going on in ropes and barely misses out on the Phoenix.
Split here. Much harder to retake a site than it is on
It's half from
Haven.
know where Phoenix is, and Zoomer coming in for the big flank. It's all about are these players gonna know where each other are, and I don't think they're gonna know where Phoenix is. Afro's gonna die. Wookie saves them. Rez coming in on Dark Crystal, making it a 4v2.
Big res to try and cement this round win. Smart play coming out from SMSU.
After
player remaining.
requested that op. Now it's a 1v3 scenario. They find it. The information's there now. And
SMSU
big
gets
round.
the kill. Now, Crystal, if he's smart, he'll go back and pick up that op
They
and
need
keep
that op.
SMSU's economy rolling, and
There
he
it is.
will do it. SMSU's economy looking better than ever now.
Have you noticed Dark Crystal likes to aim a lot?
Yeah, he does. He really does like that aim down sight, and personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like that it slows down your fire rate. It gives you a little bit of recoil control, but if you're good enough with your crosshair placement, you can place your crosshair at head height, burst a little bit, and you'll be able to be just as effective as if you're aiming down sights.
Yeah.
We
That's
can
kinda funny.
overcome them.
It is. It is a little bit funny.
You watch everyone else, and they're recoil control, and there's Dark Crystal. Just kind of like, I'll get him. I'm gonna get him. And we're looking like a full push in the mid again, but coming from Subin. Really aggressive push.
Now,
Delayed.
Wookie with the wall and the op, just playing that mid angle, trying to force them to push into him. He gets smoked out right away early in the round, and then throws down that wall to delay their push.
After trying to hold it as much as he can.
Reyna for
Reyna.
Muskingham trying to push.
Reyna though is actually half health right now. Wookie
I know
back
exactly
up.
where you are.
5v3 situation with Killjoy
That's
very out of position right now for SMSU.
Their enemy Cypher G's their ults, now they know who everyone is.
Spike
And Dark
planted.
Crystal's on flank right now too, so this is very dangerous right now for SMSU. Honestly, right now,
SMSU
you call for a save.
completely split up. Yeah,
Call for a save.
absolutely. You have the op on Wookie. You have you have an assault rifle on Killjoy. A very, very hard
Copy.
site here at B to actually retake.
And now you know where one of them is. This is definitely a hard save if you're SMSU. Play frags. You try to maybe get 1 or 2 kills if you can, and then just make sure you save your guns. And
SMSU's Wookie actually. Oh,
oh, Phoenix is pushing up onto Wookie right now through.
the alarm bot will see him though,
Eliminate.
and Wookie gets the good kill.
One player remaining.
And Dark Crystal tries to control his recoil, but he does take 1 with him. So instead of 5 guns being saved, only 3. So that's a positive. And the op on the SMSU side is being saved. That's huge.
Now SMSU's economy versus Muskingham's economy. About equal. Muskingham's looks like it might be a little stronger, though there's the full buy coming out here for them. Versus SMSU's sort of half here, though not fully here, buy of a Stinger and a Spectre in conjunction with a Vandal, Op, and Phantom.
You know, and honestly, last time we saw a half buy or a 3/4 buy technically right now, SMSU did win the round. So they don't count them out just because they're economy now. So let's see another aggressive hard push.
SMSU not having Wookie go mid with that Op and wall.
Flashing out though, and but Big Swimmer gets taken out before he can use anything because of it. Now Ropes Room's almost coming through. Ropes Room will get spotted, but it does take the kill on the other Omen.
SMSU not quite having the rotations down on this map, not quite
Looking
knowing
to kill
You
them.
should
Yeah.
run.
when to commit with the rotations and when not to.
Player was killed. Hostile removed.
Second kill. and a
Killjoy
Oh,
out comes out.
That is for SMSU side. Okay.
2v2 situation. Bomb plant's probably going to go down, although
Killjoy
Cypher gets tagged.
got too aggressive with the
Cypher.
Cypher.
Omen in a
Spike
1v2
planted.
situation here for SMSU. I apologize.
Ooh, Jaffro,
Just-
pick up a gun. Pick up a different gun.
Jaffer here actually did tag Raze there, but he hit him in the foot, and after the op nerf, that is not a one-shot kill.
Honestly, you want to see him probably pick up an assault rifle in this scenario with a 1v2 and just drop the op and ready to get it later.
He only has 2 shots left in the op too.
Teleport's on the site. 1v2, you need to get one right now. Oh,
Oh, and Muskingham taking that kill, or taking that round onto SMSU with that kill.
and giving him an op with that economy already built up the way it
Gun
is.
here.
This is looking hard right now.
Can I get a drop?
Full buys coming in from Muskingham,
Thanks.
but looking like a half buy coming in from SMSU side.
Now, does SMSU try to adapt to that mid push, like they had been previously, and will Muskingham keep trying to do that mid push? They've used it so much, and SMSU doesn't seem to have a counter for it beyond just Sage. I'd pretty much like to see them stack Sage and Killjoy mid, and use those nanostorm grenades to really cut that push off and get some chip damage onto Muskingham.
Yeah, attackers like Reyna, Raze, and Phoenix. It's kind of hard to kind of combat that. But Big Zoomer answering back as soon as they say that, getting the Phoenix. Aggressive Omen play coming in actually through the smokes. Dark Crystal coming up from the flank too. He's getting caught with the knife. He got caught with the
It is
knife.
just a 4v4 mid right now for SMSU and Muskingham.
Oh, Jaffer got flicked. Big Zoomer getting one. Afro, buddy, you got 2 in the clip.
Rotation here coming out into sewers by Muskingham, going to A site. SMSU really not sure what to do here with their Phoenix and Cypher, although they do
Almond
get the
uses his
rotation.
ult. Almond uses ult to pop up on site. Big
Oh!
kill! Spike denied.
One
And actually another one. It's now a 2v1. Can they find her? Where she is. She opt out. She missed.
Oh.
You're dead.
Big kills coming out for
4K
SMSU.
coming out from Big Zoomer.
And he's going to pick up the op there. And SMSU, a big win for their economy and a big win for the match, putting it to a 1-round deficit lead, 4-5.
That's definitely a round SMSU needed. And honestly, they need to put some aggression
This is the
towards
last
mid.
spot.
Or something. They need to do something. Because it's honestly looking like when we watched Ascent the other time. Not much towards that mid, giving them the control and giving them an option to either
goes
side. Like,
here.
oh well, this side is gonna work. So we'll just do this
Yeah,
one.
and then once you give up that mid control, especially here on this map, it is very hard to rotate efficiently between the sites.
And you see the flanks going out from
Bomb
SMSU,
by
but
down.
it's just not working. Big Zoomer gets taken out by a classic.
Reyna and Raze for Muskingham giving them so much pressure in this mid with those grenades, satchels, and boombots coming out from Raze. And the ult there coming out, although
Cage triggered.
What happened?
I'm not quite sure. I do.
Last player remaining.
Almond didn't hit a shot on the Cypher.
Spike planted.
And
Engines to pick up one.
Yeah, the Guardian.
Uh,
That's weird.
well, the last bonus here keeps switching for SMSU and Muskingham.
Really not good because Muskingham's got that economy that's already been built up, and so they can do that 1-round loss bonus and still be fine. But SMSU is just scraping to get by.
Yeah, looks like another half by here coming out from SMSU. Half shields and a stinger with a Spectre.
Almost want to see him save, which another thing that we haven't seen them do.
Yeah, that is very true. Though I do like to see the SMSU we're seeing now with the team
Economy.
unity to
yeah.
make that decision to half buy and not have some of their teammates half buy and some of them full buy. I do like seeing that.
I completely agree. That's good to hear that Phoenix ult without any damage coming on SMSU.
Phoenix
Good
got a
job.
lot of information from that ult though.
Seems like we're still pushing towards B, excuse me.
SMSU with this 3 stack on B side mid.
Oh, Big Super got caught coming up the wall.
Now a 5v4 situation.
The timing's just not there for SMSU.
5v3 situation. 5v2 situation.
4v2. Well, he actually escaped barely with his life.
Careful now.
And Jafro here on the slow rotation over into B side. And again, without that mid control, doing a retake on the site, incredibly difficult.
You're gonna have to hit the mid, or not mid, heaven. You have to take heaven control if you want a chance at the site. And with the guns they have, it just does not match what Muskingham has, especially since Sage has half health. 2 players at Muskingham go at low health as well, so this is still doable. Guys, do you want to use the res? Jafro looking like it's safe coming in from SMSU.
I think if you're SMSU here, you almost save that res and just try and save the guns you have and save your economy. Oh, and Wookie getting
hunting.
picked up.
Might be able to get a couple look right. Oh,
Jeffro just running in there, giving them all the sound cues to know exactly where he is and giving Muskingham the opportunity to flick back onto him. Though, at least with SMSU here, they have the they got a second round loss bonus. I think if you're SMSU here, you do not full buy. You full save because you get to take guns off of Muskingham's take guns off of them.
this is close to the last round though.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, it's last
So
round.
they do have to full buy.
And honestly, I want to make a quick observation. If you remember last round, Napa was the top fragger for the team. Last map, the Napa was the top fragger and Raze was the bottom fragger. Kind of flip-flop this map.
Absolutely. This hard push mid coming out from Muskingham. Again, SMSU just not knowing how to counter it despite all of this utility on their team with Cypher and Killjoy and Sage.
They just don't know how to control mid.
And with
Big Zoomer kind of adapting a little bit and waiting to get that passive play. Getting one turning it.
Found my wire.
But Raze being extra aggressive and getting that second pick. And Omen on the flank. Same with Sage. Gets caught though. Sage gets caught. Here we go. Now let's decide what site you want to do. We have 2 players, 2 SMSU players towards heaven on A. One would be Raze.
oh, big all.
The other 3 pushing on the site, and Jafro's caught on the rotation. I think only one's in heaven, but she's looking for that kill. Another 3-piece coming out.
Oh, big round win there for Muskingham, giving them a 4-round lead here going into the round switch. And now if you're SMSU, you really have to consider whether you pick the right team comp for this, because they didn't win nearly as many rounds on defenders they needed to when they have defender-focused characters with Sage and Killjoy and Cypher having all of that utility, not being able to stop that mid-push. And now for Muskingham, they have Raze, they have Cypher, they have Phoenix, they have Reyna. If you have Reyna mid, she can flash into mid and stop an SMSU push. And Raze can do that same exact thing with her boombot and grenades. So it'll be interesting to see what SMSU can do here with their characters that they have selected for this map.
You know, it's definitely interesting to see. If you have actually that Raze, she has 19 kills for Muskingham. He's just unstoppable.
And just right what I talked about, those grenades coming out from Raze pushing out the SMSU, though if SMSU can bait out the utility, they can do something here. And they're definitely not out of this game by any
Jafro
means.
getting another one. This is big.
Trying to fight through that smoke.
Oh man, coming back through the ropes. It actually spikes down. They caught Dark Crystal.
But it is a 3v2 situation. Phoenix is hurt, but he can heal himself here eventually. Especially with Sage on their team too, she can do that as well.
Looks like they're gonna get the plant down on B side. With,
Sage still has wall here actually.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
One player remaining.
No.
Hot and
Big round win coming out there for Muskingham with their Phoenix. Just coming into heaven and seeing, I see you, Sage, and you're not getting that bomb plant down.
do you think by any chance SMSU might have underestimated Muskingham after that first map?
I think absolutely they may have, especially having one on Muskingham's pick. Now, not having seen Split very much from SMSU, it looks like this is one of those maps too where they're not completely sure how they should be playing it.
Yes, I agree.
Where they should be stacking their utility, what the most important control zones are, like mid.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They just can't handle that mid pressure, but here we go. We got a full stack on A, and you're going to be contesting
Paranoia
against
coming
two.
out there from Jaffro. I don't think he ended up tagging Omen, and even if he did, SMSU did not fast push to capitalize on that.
Smoking off ramps, so Omen can't be. Big Zoom
Oh,
flashes himself.
flashes.
Look on his sight, and you get C1. Big kill coming out. Maybe I'll actually get an upgraded SMG. Omen answers back.
SMSU, if they
Dark
can get
Crystal's
Heaven
located
control
one.
here.
Big wall coming out.
Big wall coming out there from Sage for SMSU.
Get
the plant down.
Dark Crystal getting another one. That's another SMG for SMSU.
3v2 situation, but all the SMSU players are very hurt. Spike is not down yet.
One player remaining.
Right off the bat.
Oh.
Spike.
Out of
Big win coming out for Muskingham, giving them
That's-
a 6-round lead.
That's a retake that you don't have. Like, you honestly ask, like, where was the bomb plant, and how were they able to retake that so easily?
The decisiveness that we saw from SMSU on Bind last game just is not here. Where we were seeing the fast rotations as soon as they would get some information and know what's happening on Bind, they just don't know how to do that
No.
here.
Honestly, at this point, it almost seems like SMSU's kind of panicking and don't know what to do with themselves.
And even on that attack last round, they got the Paranoia out from Jaffro, tried to get it onto that A long player, but they didn't push with decisiveness. They didn't take the bomb site when they had everyone there.
This is a better setup. Now they're smoking off Heaven and then Rams, but this missing all the shots. Big Zoomer getting one, but the grenades coming in from
The
Raze.
grenades coming in
But he
from Raze.
missed.
Doesn't get the good pick with it.
And Zoomer gets another one before
SMSU in a 4v3 situation.
He does have his ult. If he uses that ult, he would spawn back with 100 health. So I think at this point, you kind of need to use it.
I think at this point, if you're Phoenix, you use that ult, you try and get some information or some damage onto Muskingham and help SMSU. But SMSU coming out here with the counter rotation, doing the long route back.
They're walking though. This far out, they wouldn't be heard. So it's basically cueing Muskingham that they're rotating with how slow they're taking. But are they re-rotating back?
Ooh, baiting out the rotation from Muskingham is a very cheeky and very smart play by SMSU.
I don't think it's gonna work though, because that Cypher cam's on B. If you look at it, they're really kind of weighing towards middle. And they haven't seen anything on B yet, because you see Cypher's constantly
30
checking that
seconds
camera,
left.
and not seeing anything, and Raze isn't saying anything in middle. The SMSU needs to hurry up if they want to work.
Zoomer ults, looks to push,
Call's
tries to
coming in.
get some information.
Rotates come in, they need to get a pick right off this bat.
He's looking,
Zoomer needs
he's
to get this
looking.
kill.
Looking at ropes. Gets the
Bang.
kill at ropes!
Remaining.
Another kill coming off on the player on site.
Spike plant goes down.
Just Cypher left in heaven.
Spike planted.
Your SMSU just have to be patient. You just have to hold those sight lines, set up the crossfire, make him push into you. And it looks like that is exactly what SMSU is going to do.
They're walling off certain areas. They're narrowing down where they have to be. Crosses over in heaven. Jaffro's trying to get the information.
You're Jaffro, I think you just sit right here.
Smoke coming down to cover him.
Very slow, methodical play coming out from SMSU. And they've managed to pick up Cypher. A big win for SMSU's Academy there. Very big win with 3 rifles being saved. And even without buying anything, both teams' economies are about equal. But with 3 rifles for SMSU, they only have to buy big shields and their abilities. And they have that economy advantage over Muskingham now.
And after the buy comes in, only one player on Muskingham with over 1,000 credits. That's
Really big round here for SMSU. If they can win this, they can easily snowball this into an extra round win, which would put them only in a 3-round deficit.
What they say. All it takes is one round in Valorant to kind of shift the tides. But Raze grenade coming out after the bat in the middle. Backing off
SMSU being
anybody.
methodical, waiting to bait out that utility from Muskingham.
Killjoy using her nano swarms as a molly.
Sage just chilling at B long though here for SMSU with that Cypher cam right there.
Cypher off that camera. If they want any, he gets off. He's kind of swinging out. Big Zoomer gets a pick though onto that Raze. That
Sage
off
is
fragger's
being
gone.
incredibly patient for SMSU here. I love to see that.
Jaffra gets
Starts
a
to actually
refrag,
peek.
though.
Cypher isn't looking at the
He's looking
camera
towards
there.
heaven.
With all that mid pressure for our SMSU, they're taking that
3-4.
Cypher's attention away from where he should be looking.
They need to get that arena right now.
Oh, and Cypher gets a
Close.
massive kill onto SMSU Sage with Spike down. Now a 3v1 situation. Dark Crystal loving that ADS. Manages to get a kill with it, though.
Now
He
Phoenix
30
sees
seconds
Phoenix.
left.
Oh,
Flash coming out from
out.
Phoenix.
Didn't push with it. That's kind of weird. Just kind of playing time right now, trying to beat the shot, walking and shooting, running and gunning.
Oof.
Doesn't really work in Valorant that well.
Yeah, not quite.
Cypher missing the dart tag. Come on, you gotta hurry up. You got 12 seconds.
enemy
Oh,
Big
big
kill.
kill coming out from.
You need Spike.
10
You need
seconds
Spike.
left.
Oh, he doesn't know where Spike is. And it's
Oh
over. Round's
no,
over.
with
He's gotta
8
get the
seconds
kill.
left there.
He's gotta get the kill. 1 second. 1 second.
Oh, big kill coming out there for Muskingham's Phoenix to secure them that massive momentum round win against SMSU. With just that little bit of time left, SMSU's Dark Crystal did not have time, or maybe didn't quite know where exactly Spike was down to go back, rotate, get it, and plant.
A looked confused. I mean, when he hit that rope, he fell down the rope and then tried getting back up it, and then he just couldn't get up there and didn't know what was going on. And he couldn't decide on whether he should get the bomb or not. You saw he pulled out his ult. He's like, do I use this? What do I do? And then
Yeah,
couldn't get it and then panicked.
it is a hard one for SMSU there, though they do have the Killjoy ult and the Omen ult here versus the Phoenix and Reyna ult for Muskingham. But a sort of a full half by coming out from SMSU versus a really weird kind of
Composition.
3/4-ish buy from Muskingham.
I don't know if it's a 3. Enemy kill coming out.
You're dead.
There's the Killjoy ult coming out right now, and actually.
And
looks like
SMSU is going to be
pushing with it.
really stuck in that ult. That's going to be a hard thing to deal with.
They didn't get any players with SMSU. Didn't get a single player detained from that. But they are getting the plants, so now they have
Spike
working on
planted.
site. Now you just need to keep it if you're SMSU in a 3v4 scenario. If you actually look, Napple on the flank right now.
A
need to
3v3
take care of
situation
Reyna.
now.
Oh,
Oh,
missed the
no.
shots. They did get
One
that.
enemy
And
remaining. Last
2v1
player
situation,
remaining.
1v1
Traded.
situation.
Actually, Jaffro and Raze both
But
traded.
Spike is down, and Killjoy is the last one alive here. He's pretty hurt, but is he gonna be patient enough? Oh, he sees Cypher.
But Cypher sees him.
Oh no!
Big kill.
This is no
Big
problem.
kill coming out
Actually,
there
we're looking
for
at-
Muskingham.
Map point for map number 2. We are more than likely be looking at map 3. The first map 3 in any series we've seen.
Absolutely. You know, even though SMSU wasn't quite
Match
as
point.
prepared for this map as they necessarily looked like they were on Bind, they're not getting 13-0'd.
No.
You know, they're taking kills off them. These are close rounds. They're just not quite doing the macro level things
Yeah.
that they need to do to win this map quite yet.
The good news is,
That
map
goes
2
there.
is a map we don't have many reps on compared to Haven, which will be the next
goes
map.
here.
We've been playing a lot, so hopefully SMSU will be able to
Okay,
close it out
let's
in
get
map
set
3
up.
next. Unless
Yes.
somehow we see a 7-round comeback.
But with these picks coming out from, you know, the Reyna and the Raze coming out from Muskingham,
Oh god, the Raze.
that
Raze is-
Raze has been deadly here on Split.
And there he is, getting the first pick. Trying to push on the site, but they can't get the trade there. And now it looks like they rotate. Actually, Afro pushing on the site with only 30
3v3
health left.
situation.
Omen
Spike
ult.
is gonna go down here for SMSU. Now a
Reyna
2v3
in her
situation.
ult.
Where is everyone hiding?
One player remaining.
Afro
Oh,
is just
actually
gonna
turned
try and do
invisible.
something here, but he has
This-
no health,
Omen's-
and he gets
Omen's
taken
teleported
out.
on the site right next to him. And that's map 2. It's a rough map for SMSU. That's really hard to see. We don't really like to see
Defenders
it, but
win.
it happens. So next map we're gonna have is map 3, the final map with Haven. Here we go as we go to break, and we'll see you when map 3 comes back.
And we are back for Game 3 of SMSU's Valorant matchup against Muskingham University. Joining me here once again, this is Kra McGraw and Chaffee here. Chaffee, what do you want to see coming up from SMSU here on Haven for this last map and from SMSU?
So definitely from SMSU side, I'd love to see some more adaptability because the fact is, it kept doing almost the same exact thing constantly in that split map, and Muskingham just kept running him through him. Like, if you're gonna keep doing that, we'll just keep doing this. And for Muskingham, I honestly keep the same momentum going because after that last map, they almost look unstoppable. I mean, I think the Rays almost doubled the amount of kills their top fragger got in map 1.
Especially compared to how that Rays was playing in the first map on Bind. It was a night and day difference of bottom fragging versus top fragging against SMSU.
Oh, extremely. But here we go. We have SMSU and Haven, which they've gotten a lot more reps in, so hopefully they're gonna be doing a lot more confident. And let's make this an interesting map 3, last of the regular season. And who knows? Maybe if SMSU wins this, we might get a playoff spot out.
Seeing Soba, both teams actually switching out one character for Soba. Muskingham switching out their Reyna for Sova, and SMSU switching out their Killjoy for Sova. I actually really like that adaptation, especially here on Haven.
Yeah, Steve, I don't think Waffle was in the last game, was he?
No, he was not.
So good to see him back after, especially the big plays he pulled off in map 1. Wall coming down in middle, and it actually hardens before they can actually destroy it. So that's a great job, and actually big flank coming in from SMSU. And Papa shrugs with a shorty getting really aggressive there. A little overly aggressive, I feel like. And
situation.
Raze is at 6 health.
Omen is incredibly hurt too.
And Omen got that extra
Remaining.
big. Phoenix got the Sage, and
Just
remaining.
having
they
to
lined
land
up.
a couple shots.
Great
Jeffro with the massive 3-piece to clutch the pistol round for SMSU. That is a massive momentum play if you're SMSU.
4K coming out from Jaffro. What a way to start the match. I mean, again, that's what we saw in map 1. 2 of the players in a 1v3 situation lined up for the collateral. That is amazing. Oh,
Great
way to
play
go
for
from SMSU.
to win
Great
that
timing.
pistol round.
That's the momentum that if you're SMSU, you definitely need, especially after that the devastating 12-5 loss or 13-5 loss.
2 marshals coming out from SMSU. Really not that bad of a decision here on Haven with these really long sight lines on C and A.
Here we go. B aggressive push, and actually Lucky getting really aggressive with Sage and gets taken out by Omen really fast. Omen looking at a 4-5 situation.
SMSU Sova's gonna get picked.
Cypher gets picked off again, but Zoomer finally answers back and takes Cypher down. Our Sova's trying to get something going and dancing around the back of B side. Big Zoomer, and then actually both of them getting one pick, and here we go, 2v2 scenario. Both Omens and both Phoenixes.
But Spike is all the way back in spawn, and Zoomer sees it there. He's just gonna camp it.
And now it's a
It's a
2v1.
2v1 situation. Omen versus Omen. See if anything happens here.
Jaffro's popping off today. Here we go.
With the Marshall, just
6-0.
taking him out.
Definitely want to see some more momentum coming in. This is gonna be a big round from SMSU to win now that both full buys are coming out. So actually, is Zoomer gonna buy a rifle, or is he gonna stick with the Stinger?
I think if you're Zoomer here, you almost just stick with the Stinger. See if you can't get a cheeky kill. Especially as Phoenix, if you can play that garage angle there, get a flash.
Yeah.
Sorry, not garage angle. I apologize. The A ramp angle.
Here we go. They're getting off that B push now after losing 2 rounds in a row. So here we go more towards A, and hopefully the rotation is coming out here soon as utility is being used. Big kill after Zoomer getting actually, like you said, a cheeky kill off of that. It's definitely what you want to see. Slowing down that push, but Zoomer gets taken out over towards sewers. Sage swinging wide.
SMSU looking to do the swing and work here.
Bot though.
Get anything? Oh, Wookiee reloads at the wrong time, and Omen from Muskingham takes him out.
Waffle in heaven, and we got
3 situation.
Cypher.
Cypher is running though; he is not walking, so they're gonna.
Here we go, exactly where he is.
remaining.
Oh,
And it's just
if you're
set up.
Waffle here,
Smoked off in heaven too, and
smoked off.
get your gun out.
Big round win there for Muskingham, doing what they need to do to secure that round.
That's definitely not what you want to see from SMSU from a rotation, getting your gun out like that. I think that's like the third or fourth time this series that
Yeah,
someone's been caught.
both two players on that round for SMSU getting caught with their pants down. Just really unfortunate timing, not doing what they need to do to just, you know, get those easy kills. If Wookie had had his gun out and reloaded, even if he had switched to the Classic there, you know, the Classic has the 3-round burst shot, and he was very close to Omen. He could have easily just shot that, got 2 in the head, popped him easily, and then at least got some damage out onto the other Muskingham player.
Agreed. And honestly, I think actually, if you actually look at the minimap, we may have more people towards middle/A, but the bomb is towards C long. Let's see how this way.
Interesting, very slow, methodical play coming out from Muskingham. Would really like to see this. SMSU Sova is getting way too impatient here, pushing out of garage.
But they get one pick off of Waffle, but it's instantly traded, but Wookie gets another. They're playing a little overly aggressive.
A 3v2 situation here. SMSU down 1 man,
Wookie has
2
6 bullets.
Muskingham's 3.
Zoomer gets another one. 2v2. Oh, Zoomer tries to swing out, but he does have his ultimate.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
I
but
don't wanna play this.
Wookie gets picked. Zoomer, is he going to know he's there?
Oh,
And he flicks his crosshair to the right side instead of just holding it on that angle and slowly pushing in to be right there where all he has to do is click his left mouse button and click on his head, but he doesn't do it. Muskingham takes that round. Now an even split of 2-2.
You know, I just realized this is map 3. We haven't seen a map 3 from at least SMSU. We don't know if we've seen a map 3 from Muskingham, but at this point, it's almost a battle of attrition.
Absolutely. SMSU not even having gotten to a map 3 yet during this season, you know, how do they mentally take that after being so dominant in the first game and then kind of having that dominance flipped on them in the second game on split? How does that affect their mentality? Are any of their players tilting to the point where they're not going to perform like they were in the first game?
Oof. And Raze getting another. It looks like Raze is keeping the energy she kept from map 2, getting those first picks. Bomb actually going down in mid already, and it's already a 2v5.
Spike planted.
Phoenix popping his ult for SMSU. Jaffer not being able to get that pick. They're stopping his ult. It's almost safe for SMSU. Almost safe.
Absolutely. They managed to get a pick onto Phoenix, but, you know, with this B site here.
Oh, and tap through the wall. Way to go, Wookie.
3v3 situation. Wookie does have the res.
There's almost the point of you even in any scenario where you can't. That's the question.
That is the question.
One player remaining.
Oh,
1v2. Oh, he jumped and
no,
popped
he
up.
jumped by accident, screwing up his accuracy. Had he not jumped, it looked like his crosshair was in the right place to get that headshot.
Yeah, but Raze also was right there for the trade, though. So, you know, good job on SMSU's part from getting the kills out, but you almost want to see the save there for economy's sake.
Yeah, especially with the B site, it's so hard to just push into once it's already been taken. So many different angles you have to look at and calculate whether they're there, whether they're not. And if you don't have the utility left that late in the round, it's going to be a really hard thing to do.
Especially the B side coming from one side. If you're only coming from one side, it's almost near impossible when you're outnumbered. And you're actually looking more towards the C push finally, going into B garage.
Ult coming out here from Muskingham's Phoenix. He's going to look to
Oh,
clear
big.
garage.
Yeah, Cypher caught out. Cypher caught, and Waffle caught by Phoenix, and Zoomer's
One
down,
enemy
and it's over.
remaining.
And just like that, 5,
Spike
1v4,
planted.
and she got traded right away.
SMSU
Clean
manages to
round.
avoid the flawless round for Muskingham, taking out one of them, but very decidingly from Muskingham, just 1, 2, 3, 4, taking SMSU's players out like clockwork.
The good news is, though, SMSU has more ults than Muskingham, but the way Muskingham is playing, it's not looking like it's going to really do much, because I believe from the economy standpoint, Muskingham is extremely strong after only losing a couple players. Only losing one player last round, it's really going to do some damage.
Yeah, Muskingham's economy incredibly strong right now. 3,900, 6,800, 7,600, 5,400.
Op coming out from Wookie actually too now.
Found them.
So let's see how this goes.
If he can capitalize on that op with the long, strong angles here on Haven, it'll be useful. But if he just gets picked and he doesn't get any
They already have a garage.
value out of that,
Muskingham already has garage control in C-Long, but
Ooh,
Waffle
big
getting
all
one.
coming out from Sova. Oh, but Muskingham's Raze managed to save herself with the cheeky satchel jump.
Wookie actually picking up Raze with the op too, making good use of that. And actually, Bomb is
But-
down 2v5.
3v, 4v2 situation. Phoenix is hurt, but he's gonna heal himself.
One player remaining.
Gets taken out. Cypher has the bomb, but he's the last man alive for Muskingham.
You need to hunt. You need to take this gun from him.
Think of your Cypher here, though he probably doesn't know.
There you go, Cypher. That's a big round from SMSU coming out, and now it's only 3-4 now. And actually, Wookie res Big Zoomer for the economy's sake. So now SMSU's economy is looking like it's gonna have a good chance to actually build something here.
Yeah, Muskingham's economy, though, very strong going into that round, and really strong still right now going into this one after a full buy. Looks like the LMG is going to come out on one of on Cypher for Muskingham. See if he can't use some of those. Oh, no, I take that back. He decided to sell it and have one of his teammates buy him an AR.
Oh, and looking more towards the B heavy side, and on C side it's not working. Well, we'll push through again. Actually, looking like a fake coming through to B garage towards A, but you know their Sova's knocked up
SMSU is
pretty
reading
bad.
this really well. They're rotating two of their members over onto A side. Sage is going to go on to Heaven. Ult's going to come out here from Sova.
I know exactly where
And then
you
ult
are.
from their Cypher coming out too. They know where everyone is at this point, and if you're
2v5 situation here for SMSU.
Phoenix is also looking for the exit frags too. He's just trying to clear out everything he can. But
Big
Waffle, a big
2V's
two.
coming out from
Player standing.
Waffle. And a 1v2 situation now. Shock Dart comes out.
You don't know where that Phoenix is. That Phoenix is really dangerous.
Dodges the paranoia.
But look on the screen right now. If Phoenix goes to heaven, it's gonna be really lucky for herself right now. Need a sound
Ew.
or something.
Sova is just going to try and hold the angle. He knows that bomb is down. They're going to look for him. Oh, are they
Honestly,
going to be able to pick him?
Oh,
Oh.
Waffle getting taken out. Good attempt though. Very,
Almond.
very strong attempt.
Almost killed there. Are they going to get the spike plant down? Not quite. Muskingham's economy is still very strong here.
That was almost a clean retake from SMSU. Oh, they are very close to it. Especially that double kill coming out for Waffle, and then Papa Strike is actually getting one before he gets traded too.
Yeah, SMSU's economy though, not too bad. They could probably lose this round and they would still be able to full buy, I believe, for the most part.
It's definitely in the danger zone compared. They are
That
down in
goes
rounds, and Muskingham's economy definitely is looking pretty decent too.
Yeah, Muskingham can easily lose round and still be able to full buy and carry momentum into the next round. Flash coming out there from.
Jaffa getting a good kill on that one. Can he get one more though? No, instantly traded.
4v4 situation.
Looking like
Big stack for Muskingham in garage.
On my wire.
Papa Shrugs.
He's
He might
coming
get
out.
it.
Papa is
Thought
being
we-
incredibly methodical and smart there, though he doesn't manage to pick up Raze. He does get Muskingham's Omen.
The trigger discipline on Esmond's Cypher was very well done. Very well done. I gave me out of position when there's 3 people in garage. And then the heal coming in from on the Waffle, it definitely does help.
If I was in that situation, I would not have had the trigger discipline that Papa Scrubs had there. I would have instantly shot and not have picked up that other one. But he knew his teammate was there. He knew the crossfire was there. He let Sova push out, get picked on that angle, and managed to get another
hasn't
one.
rotated yet. They're just Sage is just starting to creep out, but there's been no rotation yet coming in from SMSU. And
Spike-
actually, Waffle getting a
Spike
great
planted.
recon dart on the site.
Though the spike plant does go down. Now, can SMSU get the 2v2 retake here on the site against the Raze and Cypher? With
They're
their
both pushing down the
Sage
same
and Sova?
area. I don't know how this is gonna work.
One
Three
player
angles
standing.
clear.
No.
There's swing out.
And now Waffle in a really hard
One
situation.
player remaining.
Waffle though is picking up one. It's a 1v1 scenario. Oh, they're dancing around the box. Pre-fire.
Doesn't know where he is.
Oh,
and
so-
Cypher clutches the round for Muskingham there.
You know, the good thing is like the scoreboard is a lot more even than it has been in the previous 2 maps between both teams.
Absolutely. Muskingham's Raze not quite fragging out as hard as she did last round quite yet, though that is possibly still to come. We do not know, there's
goes
a
here.
lot more rounds to be played here between SMSU and Muskingham on this third game on Bind. Or
You
Haven,
know,
excuse me.
smell their panic?
this is. I honestly can't give you a prediction of who I think is going to win because that's what's close to just get those couple kills to actually kind of clean it out. But when you have the Rays and Muskingham, it's really hard for them. But here we go. Looking more like towards a B/garage push and flushing out that corner in window.
Cypher has managed for SMSU
Jaffa.
to avoid most of that damage.
Jaffa getting a lot of information with actually that ult, knowing now where they are, so he can rotate. Pump Strikes gets one, and then a second in garage, taking two massive picks
I
out.
know exactly
Almost gets
where
caught,
you
but the big zoomers there
And
to help.
Muskingham committing to garage with more players after conceding 2 kills there. Not the greatest decision making, especially when you have Soba with Spike just pinned down in that corner,
Sova gets
and he's
one.
peeking it too.
4v2 scenario.
SMSU has some great sight lane set up here.
3v2.
remaining.
1v3. And a good
And
swing.
SMSU takes that round win there.
You know,
Big round win.
They lost a lot of bodies, a lot of guns to the 2 players. However, they did take away every gun from Muskingham. So
Yeah.
they need to win this next round to kind of break the economy.
Yeah, Muskingham's economy still persisting through those first couple rounds that they really dominated and built it up in. But that is a big win for SMSU, though it does reset their loss economy. And if the teams were to trade around here, they'd both be in about the same situation. SMSU would be a little bit better of one.
SMSU needs this round. Because if they get this round, the economy's gone for Muskingham, and then it's half. It's the last round of the half. So this round's gonna be huge for SMSU to keep this close.
Especially if they want to even the rounds up back to 6-6. Big slow coming out from SMSU's.
Mustangham's only 2
Sage.
with actually ults too, so it's gonna be really dangerous. 2 kills, 2 swift kills, looking like a 2v5 scenario right now. And bombs going down. You have Cypher on the complete flank.
Spike planted.
Phoenix trying to get a quick kill real quick.
Cypher needs to
Good kill.
get his knife out and start running because
Another big kill.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
flanked though. 2v3 scenario, only 1 player on Muskingham that's actually low health.
oh,
And now they know where he is. You gotta save the gun. You need to exit out and save your gun.
look for an exit frag, hold an angle. Oh, did he see Phoenix? Don't know that he did, but did Phoenix see him? Is the bigger question.
I don't think he did because he's checking corners right now. But he's gonna check this corner. Flicked back.
He flicked away and flicked right back onto him. Cypher SMSU did not have the crosshair placement to simply click
Last
that head like
round
he needed
before the
to.
half.
It is half point right now. Here we go. Let's see what happens. SMSU, if you're SMSU, you need this round. You cannot let this go 8-4.
Absolutely. You need to win this round so you give yourself that breathing room so that if you do lose pistol round, when you're attacking, you don't completely lose all of that momentum and mentally tilt to the point where you're going to lose the rest of the rounds. And
A half
match.
decent buy coming out from SMSU with only 2 SMGs in the bottom frags, but 3 IRs though coming out from SMSU. So this is looking like a B/garage push again. That's what's happening. Mustingham didn't work well.
You know, Muskingham has been doing this garage push a lot, and SMSU's been adapting to it fairly decently, but not quite as much as I'd like to see out of them necessarily.
As soon as they just dropped 3 frags. real
I
quick,
know
and
exactly
Mustangham's
where
actually
you
getting
are.
a plant off, and Cypher
Spike planted.
comes out so they know where everyone is.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that
Wookie
was
missing
hard.
a big kill on B site,
And they know
putting
exactly what
Sova
it
in a
is.
situation where
Sova, you know, it's not impossible. 2 players extremely wounded.
oh, but they're gonna see him.
Great kill. Can get with another
Oh,
one.
no.
Oh no!
Just barely misses the headshot there onto Omen, hits him a little bit in the body.
Low. Everyone now in this game is low in health. Everyone's 1 shot, so whoever gets the first shot off. But see, Sova's got to deal with that bomb plant. You
Sova
gotta
has to
speed up.
do something. He's got
gotta
recon
go.
arrow, but he's got to go. He's got to do something. The Aldron's
This-
gonna see him,
It's over. This round. This is.
and the
shock
shock
dart
dart comes out and takes him out. A big win there for
player
Muskingham
remaining.
going into the second half of this
Switching
game.
sides.
Going on to the defender side for SMSU to attack.
You know, SMSU looked really dominant, but are they gonna get reverse swept? That's the question here. Is that unless SMSU can really pull themselves together, they might have a reverse sweep on their hands.
I think the mental game for SMSU here
It's,
is not as strong as it was in that first game. If you're as
Yeah.
new of a program as they are, and you win that first match as dominantly as you did, and then you get it really handed to you that second match, it is hard not to tilt from that. And then
No.
to trade rounds and be down like this,
Yeah, no, I agree. You know,
Very
props to props to Muskingham because they kept into the game. They knew they weren't over, and then they came out the second map extremely strong and played off extremely. So good for them. You know,
Muskingham-
rotate though coming in from SMSU fast on the A, doing a fast play through sewers and long. And picks are about to start flying. Big zoomer getting one though right off the
a
bat.
full rotate coming out here from Muskingham now. And SMSU
The plank comes down and actually gets the
Zoomer trying to find a GG kill.
another
No
one
one
in
from
heaven.
SMSU is watching Heaven.
Careful now. But actually, Jaffro gets one. But then Raze answers back with 2 frags of her own.
One enemy remaining.
Waffle getting one, and then a
2v1
third.
situation. Raises incredibly hard.
One enemy remaining.
Gets a pickup. Can't
This is
Jeffro
the
get him.
ace. This
Free
is for the
fires.
ace.
Free fires.
This is if Raze gets this kill, it's for the ace. Can draft crowd dance. There you
Oh, and Jaffro managed to avoid the ace from Raze.
Very
Raze
deadly. Raze.
looking very dominant, just like she was in Split last match.
I'd definitely love to know Raze's rank.
Absolutely.
I mean, like the movement was very well done. But like, you know, after you see that first the first map, you wouldn't expect Raze to pop off like as she's doing right now.
Yeah, the ability to, in that 1v1 situation against Omen, peek with very efficient movement back and forth on that box, trying to find where Omen is. She just didn't quite have the health to take him out. Had she had the health, though, might have been a different story.
Oh, I definitely agree. Here we go. A hard push coming through Garage.
Something we actually haven't seen at all yet in any of the games.
Very
this up.
aggressive. Big Zoomer getting one on C site. But grenade coming in from Raze. Gets 2. Jaffro just kind of chilling up on the boxes.
And
Gets
Bomb
the
is down
trade.
on C site for SMSU. They have to do something here. It's a 2v3 situation.
So with the Marshall gets a
Big kill coming out there to equalize the numbers.
One enemy remaining.
Another
one.
big kill.
1v2 scenario. Definitely want Jaffro to get on side to grab an SMG.
I have the spike.
Omen. He's got a stinger in his hands. He's just got to change weapons.
No, he's not looking at the right place. Oh, and he
Way to
manages
go,
get the kill.
Jaffro.
Big kill there for SMSU, bringing
what
their
you like to
round
see.
deficit just to 2. Now 8-6.
And then here comes the full buys. Now this is the deciding rounds. You know, they got 2 half buy rounds, or they had the half buy round and the pistol round. But now, can you get the full buy round? Can you
But
get the round
look
win
at
when it
that.
matters?
Look at that economy for Muskingham. If SMSU wins this round, they are going to really be putting the hurt onto Muskingham. Though they would have
coming out with an op.
haven't quite seen him with the op at all. I don't think in any of the games that we've seen.
no,
so
I think
love to see what
Wookiees-
he can do with it.
Oh my God! Quick shot coming out from Waffle. Take it out the top frag. Way to
Massive
go.
momentum kill there for Waffle.
That's what you like to see. Not giving the SMSU that aggression that they need. Here we go. So now they're getting right for the plan already. But Big Zoomer gets traded off, so now it's even. We're 4v4 right now. But Cypher is at low
planted.
health.
Waffle being smart. Look.
Oh, no,
and
but-
he just barely misses a shot watching that flank.
2v3. You need if you're SMSU, you need to be aware of where Waffle's at. That's not. Now you need to know where both players are. You should know at this point.
Shock dart or recon arrow coming in here from
Good smoke from
Muskingham.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Tough done.
oh no, they need to split up.
This Soba's smart. He can get 2 from here.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
thank-
and he looks the wrong angle. Their
Way
round
to go.
deficit is now just 8-7. Very close final match here.
Now, but the bad news though, SMSU lost the op. After just 1 round, the op is gone.
But look at that economy for SMSU versus Muskingham here. Muskingham looks like they're going to do a sort of half buy.
Semi-buy,
Yeah,
yeah.
semi-buy.
And if you're SMSU, this is where you need to start taking the lead. Like, this is where you're gonna actually start seeing
But
SMSU kind of pull
SMSU
ahead.
with that full buy, if they lose this round, it's going to be very hard to recover.
Yes, I agree. And we got more of a push towards A from SMSU.
Especially with that loss bonus for Muskingham.
They need to be quick. No one's on A. But here comes a rotation from Muskingham.
So,
Being a
but
little
just
slow with it.
looking at that flank there, watching it.
This is on the raise.
Soba actually looking to
Wookie gets
peek here
one, and then
mid.
Jaffro comes out with another.
Not staying with his team.
Careful now.
Looks like he's gonna rotate back now here.
4v3
Spike
scenario.
planted.
Ooh,
wall
Cypher
off
and
heaven.
Phoenix are very hurt for Muskingham.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Ult coming in from Phoenix on Muskingham's side of things.
Nowhere.
I think we're shutting it down though. And they actually
One
makes them
enemy
getting one, and
remaining.
Jaffro getting the second. Now they're just trying to look for that Cypher to
Cypher
close up
essentially
the round.
one shot here.
Do they know where he's coming from though? Do they know he just
You
can't
will
connect?
not kill my ally.
Big kill, and actually Wookie gets the res for the economy's sake, so.
And that's
Now-
gonna equalize the rounds here for SMSU. Look at that economy for SMSU, very strong. And after a full buy, Muskingham's economy is essentially broken. Though they do have that loss bonus. I have to keep reiterating that. With the loss bonus, even with their numbers, their economy looks like it's really broken. But with that loss bonus, they could half buy at the very least next round.
Yes.
We
But it's definitely,
will
this is the
reveal
momentum that
their
you definitely
secret.
need to be seeing from SMSU. Making this a very close and competitive third map, which is kind of amazing to see.
Exactly what we want to see. Exactly what I'm sure the viewers at home want to see. See some really good Valorant, some very close matches here.
Big kill.
Phoenix on Phoenix takes him out with the flash.
Oh, he gets caught with a flash shot though. Can he get the
I
trade?
know exactly where you are.
Cypher coming out with a big swing. But Waffle gets instantly traded.
I know exactly where you are.
Spike plant going down by Jaffro on the A side. None of the Muskingham players are there. SMSU is going to rotate over there with the Cypher and Sage.
Did he use his ultimate?
I
to
believe he
rotate
did.
over?
That was a massive play by Jaffro. He's going to throw the smoke out. Throws the paranoia out too. Gets another smoke up on Heaven.
That's actually the
This is an incredibly hard retake for
the smoke on Heaven's
Muskingham.
from Muskingham. They just smoked off Heaven and then it just got walled. They're
So
scared of someone
coming
up
up
there.
for Muskingham or SMSU.
One player remaining.
Papa Shrugs gets the lineup. 1v2 scenario. They know where he's.
Oh,
it
and
is!
SMSU clutches the round with the bomb plant down. They absolutely just
Look at Jaffro popping with 20 kills right now. 20 and 10 and with a 2.0 KD right now.
SMSU gets that op, and they don't even have to worry. They have 7,900 credits on one of their teammates, 8,300 on the other. That's not even the two with the op.
Come on, Waffle. Give us some more clips to do something with. I want to
Some
see that
more
again.
quick scopes.
I want to see that. I want to see the quick peek, and he looks like he's going for it again.
Looks like SMSU with their
Round
knife on
2.
knife there.
Round 2. Raze versus Waffle. Here we go.
See if we get the Phoenix flash right away.
Oh, he gets smoked off.
Revealing area.
Sad. Waffle gets actually Big Zoomer gets gunned down by Raze. She's trapped. Gets
Oh,
one and still hasn't been taken out yet.
not the mid play SMSU was looking for here. Jaffro is going to get taken out by Phoenix. They're coming from Garage. And that spike down by Garage in a 2v4 situation. SMSU with the op and the Vandal.
One
Not quite
enemy
the mid play they
remaining.
were looking for. And now a 4v1 situation.
Fires
Pop
out.
is one.
He's gonna get chased here. Tries to make a momentum move here. He's gonna re-peek, look for an exit frag or something.
know
But
where
with
Spike is.
Spike
Looks like-
down,
I think they might be calling for a save. It's that round is definitely shouldn't have went that way. You let the Rays kind of sit in middle with this with the oh, what's the SMG called again? I'm forgetting the name of it.
the Stinger or the Spectre?
Singer. Spectre. But I'm like, I can't think of it.
30 seconds left.
You know, now we kind of just sit and while we wait for the
Yeah,
save.
both teams just holding angles, waiting for time to run out. They're gonna try and do a slow push onto someone. Raise for Muskingham being the one that's being a little aggressive, looking at some angles, trying to clear them.
They left her alive.
10
for too
seconds
long.
left.
She should have been traded in that corner that she was in, but they just couldn't get her because every time they swung out, it just couldn't focus on the one, and then every time they swung out,
Muskingham's players kept defending. her.
Thrifty.
Yeah, SMSU,
A Thrifty gets popped out
They
for
found my
Muskingham.
wire.
very big round win there for Muskingham, especially with their economy in the state that it was in. Though that will reset their loss bonus. So if SMSU can win this round, they still have the stronger economy with the 8,000 and the 7,900 before the bye on Jaffro and Papa Scrubs.
Now that Sova on the other team has the on Muskingham's side, it's Sova. Yep, Sova with the op. Should be sitting more towards, I think, on a long now, kind of like watching from heaven.
I actually take back what I was saying. After that full buy comes out for both teams, it
Revealing
looks like
area.
Muskingham is the stronger economy.
More than likely, because I think a couple SMSU players had a buy for others. Here we go. Looking like more towards an A push again. 9 to 9.
Slowly and methodically. Paranoia comes
Paranoia.
out there.
Be wow. Jaffro blinded Big Zoomer with his own paranoia. They get the information that one's in heaven with the op. The grenade comes out. No damage. That's a big thing. Big Zoomer does have his ultimate. And it looks like actually right now, Wookie has the bomb. And they're trying to play it off as they're going to A, but in reality, they might be going towards C.
5v5 still here. Neither team is traded, being very methodical, trying to bait out some utility. But looks like Muskingham's going to
Here,
raid
the
this
first
garage
strike.
push. They're not going to look at garage window, and Muskingham gets a big two-piece with bomb down in garage. Massive play.
Joke's over. You're dead.
That's very
SMSU
risky.
a little discombobulated now, not sure what to do in this situation. They have to get that bomb from garage, but
And
another gets picked off
Phoenix
from
was able
mid
to
B.
switch to swing out, and Cypher wasn't even able to get the trade.
One enemy remaining.
155 again. Now they know where he is. They're hunting.
Pops. Cypher's hurt. They're just going to hunt him down and take him out. And that is a flawless for Muskingham. A massive, massive win.
The mental game from Muskingham is honestly incredible. They lost 5 straight rounds, and then they just answered back with 2 of their own, almost 2 back-to-back flawlesses. One being a Thrifty, one flawless.
I think really Muskingham exposing some of the newcomer problems that SMSU's team is having, not quite as experienced with the mental game of being able to keep that momentum, not tilting, and understanding that it just takes one play and you have to stay focused throughout all the rounds.
Yeah, they definitely are doing the long game extremely well with this. It looks like Sage
No
is
one
trying-
actually looking C long.
Sound cue though probably gave to Cypher.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Raze
go.
looks like she's alt coming out from SMSU. Cypher came there.
Ooh, dink on the Raze though, so drop her down to half health. But Phoenix gets 1 kill, immediately traded though by Jaffro.
SMSU's Phoenix in a really hard situation. Needs to get out of there before that Cypher cage wears out.
I
4v4
think
situation.
Muskingham is thinking SMSU's were rotating.
SMSU
now
with
Bob's
this
gonna rotate.
weird 2-2 split. Looks like it's finally going to rotate for SMSU. Big trade coming out. 3v3.
Heal on to Jaffro.
Reese is still a little hurt. Zoomer is looking around that C site. Needs to be with his team, though, as his team
Planto
goes to
coming
take
in.
B.
Raze is in.
Spike
Spike
planted.
goes down. Oh, and Reyes with the cheeky angle. Gets one.
Nowhere.
One enemy remaining.
Looks to push on. Gets
enemy
two.
remaining.
Big two-piece. 1v1.
He knows where he is.
He has all of his utility and skills right now. If you're Jaffro, or if you're Zoomer here,
Op only on that
that's
one
the
too.
op. You have your wall. Though he didn't quite use it in time. He's just kind of lurking. Maybe gonna wait for the bomb defuse. He's not looking. And he managed to pick up the round to equalize it. Clutches the round.
Big 3K coming out with
Big
Big
10
Zoomer.
to 10. Doesn't actually grab the op because Muskingham's player had dropped the op for the Phantom. So he doesn't quite get that, but
That's economy.
Not
though.
the biggest deal right now in a 10 to 10 situation like this. The economies for both teams. Muskingham's is a little bit better with the one player with 4,500 and a...
Yeah, Napo actually bought an op. He got a second op.
It's going to be a big round. See how this goes. 10 to 10 if we go into overtime.
Revealing area.
Is it a win by 2 scenario if we go to overtime?
It is a win
Found
by
them.
2 situation if we go to overtime and economy doesn't transfer over. So
This is This will be interesting. You'll see like an A push coming from SMSU, a hard A push. When you get the first pick, it's second. Actually, Raze gets the first one. Like, Raze gets the first pick. And the second.
Zoomer gets
But
taken out
she's
by
at 1
Raze.
health. And then Wookie finally gets a follow-up pick.
Phoenix still hanging out on the
One
C
player
side of
remaining.
B here for
One
Muskingham.
planted.
Oh, but a 1v4 situation.
And almost can do something, but they're getting the fuse and they'll pick up the op to make this 11 to 10. And it looks like they're giving either Omen or Phoenix. Phoenix the ult charge, since he is only at 2, but so is the Omen. So I don't.
I think in that situation you give Cypher that alt charge so he can just pick up a kill and then alt and get all of that information on SMSU. But Muskingham gonna make the other decision. But SMSU going into this round, they have 3 alts. And if you're SMSU here,
Yeah, they have 3 ults, but no economy.
yeah, no economy. But Cypher alt, if they can manage to get a pick with Cypher, get his alt off, they get the information, and then make the decision of where they need to push based off that information. Plus, they have Rez on Sage, so they can be smart about this with their team. Like, oh, big 2-piece, 3-piece.
That's not, let's see.
Massive, massive momentum play there for Raze. Raze just absolutely dominating SMSU's players after that first map.
One
Jeffrey
player
finally gets
remaining.
one pick.
Oh, and Waffle gets taken out by Raze too, when Raze is simply just one tap. All he had to do was shoot him once in the chest or even
Match
in the legs
point.
and he would have been taken out, but
Here we
he just
go.
didn't quite react fast
Series point. This is, oh my god. Raze coming out with 30 kills and 2.0 KD at 30 and 15.
enough. The closest on SMSU's team to rivaling that is Jaffer with a 23 and 15 KDA, but
What happened from that difference to the first map? Like drink an energy drink, like wake up or something. What
I don't know.
my god.
I think we're just seeing more adaptability coming out from Muskingham's EK on Raze. He's just able to figure out what SMSU players are going to do, get a read on them.
Jaffa coming with the ult right away.
Seen that movement from him. He's adapting much better than SMSU and clearly has that mental game to not get tilted from that first
Jaffa
map.
back bomb. Oh, but he didn't look the right way. Giving Muskingham the first pick. Wookie does have the res, and this might be the last round if they can't get it. Big pick. Everyone's at full health still. Here we go.
Cypher Cage on C. Cypher gets a big pick on SMSU, and that's bomb down on C for SMSU. Wookie's going to get Cypher.
Res off.
Your duty
Gets
is
the
not
res
over.
off too. 2 garage, 1 long C.
2v2.
Raze is still alive though. Walls off
Wookie
garage,
needs to
so Raze is
reload.
going to have to do something.
Wookie needs to reload. He's got 1 bullet in the chamber.
Spike planted. One player remaining.
No, Waffle.
1v2 situation here.
Waffle had his ult.
Sage
too.
has to do something here.
He's got to be the hero for
He has
SMSU.
to push an op and a phantom here. They know where he's at. He throws out the slow.
One player remaining.
Waffle.
Big kill
Hey,
coming
Wookie
out.
gets one.
1v1 situation.
Shock dart though coming in. Don't peek yet. Just give it some time. He missed. Oh, come on.
Playing
He's
for
coming out of
time here
lava.
almost.
Concentrate, Sova.
Very standoffish.
Oh,
And
Does he get the fuse though?
he doesn't!
He played enough time.
SMSU getting the clutch round there on time, not having enough time for Muskingham to get that defuse off. Big play coming out there from Wookie, and we're going to go to another match point here, 11 to 12. Very, very close final game here in this match, and if SMSU wins here, we go into overtime, and you have to win by 2 in overtime. We could end up seeing a trade for trade, round for round.
I gotta calm down real quick. My heart's beating too fast after the last round.
Massive round for SMSU.
That
So
was-
close.
Oh my God.
So close.
I don't even think there's a second left to the defuse. I think he barely missed it by a little bit less than a second. Here we go through a B garage push again. Trying to be aggressive. Bulldog. He takes a lot of damage. Really bad.
Phoenix does have ult here, just needs to use it before he gets taken out here in garage.
Yes, I
Get some
agree.
information for his team.
He needs to do something to do or die.
Phoenix, use the alt here. Peek him up there.
Phoenix Muskingham's Phoenix knows where he's at.
Phoenix, you got it.
Oh, big kill, but he gets caught with a knife out.
He doesn't use his alt when he's in a situation where he absolutely needs to.
Jaffer was going at it with the
I
top
know
frag of the map.
exactly where you are.
Raze is just in garage and
And
just.
Raze takes her. It's a 2v3 scenario. And we got Waffle, and Waffle's just getting absolutely pinged right now. As all three converge in on them.
Spike
Waffle
planted.
gets one.
Player remaining.
Taken though.
V2 situation.
Falling off the other
Comes
side.
off. Has one more slow orb down.
Does Waffle have it in him? Does Wookie have it in him?
Oh, and Wookie gets taken out in the 2v1 situation. Doesn't use his
That's all she wrote.
final slow orb, but that is a last match for the NA
Defenders
Season
win.
4 SMSU's Valorant team. A very close final last round 3, losing it 11-13.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see a reverse sweep coming in against SMSU if you're a fan of SMSU right now. But Muskingham did a great job at keeping themselves in the game. I mean, their Rays popped everything over 50 kills in the last 2 maps, but then Decaling got 10 at most in
Yeah.
map 1. So they played the long game, and they definitely kept themselves in it, and SMSU just could not hold out.
If you're SMSU, that's a really hard loss, but considering where they were at the beginning of the season when we were casting versus now,
Yeah, very
night
true.
and day difference, massive improvement.
Very true. It's just hate to see it happen like this, especially after how strong map 1 was.
Yeah, it's hard to see if you're an SMSU fan, but it's also exciting to see how close that game was.
Oh, anyways, everyone have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. We do have Super Smash Bros. On Friday, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so tune in again for that, and everyone have a lovely night. Thank
Yeah.
you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to SMSU Esports. This is Crow McGraw.
And this is Taffy.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you next time.